footprints of history and what determines us are here. The present has been lived, and the future awaits in starry eyes. It is asking us a question: who are we? And we must answer. We must answer with words carefully chosen from deep knowledge. Now, to be present in life and be shaped and defined by history and knowledge. Even if the eyes cannot see, nor can the nose smell, nor can the ears hear, all that emanates from lives lived. Oh, this distance is long. It defines freedom as it shifts and shifts and zigzags.
It is clothed in a mist, smelling of the salt from the distant sea, as if a shy, sleepy woman awakening and hiding her nakedness.
Yeah.
by one. The years piled up past a time. A time like the mountains of Nizam. Wisdoms are hatched here. Here in Koloni, where the breeze embraces the stoic hills under the white clouds and blue skies. Heavens dwell here. Here under the watchful eye of the clouds and the sky that the hunters and gatherers remember. But look, over the mountains, the ravines and the rivers and the dwellings. The koi and the sun sought refuge in days gone by to seek sanctuary. Sort of a life lived simply, oh, in their veins, in their pain, in the blood of all who would come and dwell here. Oh, they too are intertwined in the mind of live, never to die. The creation of the Spirit, utterly convinced that life should be lived. All they created through their musical instruments, they created through their tongues, their eyes, their nostrils and their skins. They shaped their knowledge, life and living. They lived in time, and time lived in them. Oh, look, hot as the rocks of the hills, but along those hills, the rolling landscapes forever tempt the eyes to walk them here. Oh yeah, dreams have been shaped into these communities. Hymns have been sung here. These songs have been sung here, woven as idioms and proverbs, all waited in experience. These songs are the language of the coal and the sun gives his soul to his cause. But yet English and Africans locked horns. Oh, they locked horns, fighting for a space in a mind which molded the national question of the people and the land. These people were made to give life and living. They too are intertwined in the mathematics of the bow and arrow, of the stick welding skills, and they hold the spears in their hands, and they know they are intertwined in a minded myth of gods, of men, and we know we are gods on earth with unbreaking backs, hard as the rocks of the hills, which bore age upon age, the wind, the rain and rain. And those who fought, not one battle, no, not two battles now, but many battles that determined the future of the people who rejected weakness with And that is why, Slav, we are here listening to these praise poets. OR, a son of Africa. Enkantolo kwazalwa uKaizana, uOliver Reginald, unyana kaThambo, unyana ke kaMampondomise. A son of the human race, with the agility of a leopard, he climbed the highest mountain to have a sight of all before us. The king and the king's man, the warriors and the fighters, the victors and the victims, the leaders and those chosen to lead. And still, he came back to walk with us hand in hand to say, the human race is free.
Indeed, the human race is free. Now, despite the accident of his place of birth, in what was already then a grossly disadvantaged rural Eastern Cape, Oliver Reginald Tambo developed into a Renaissance intellectual, eminently competent in many fields: mathematics, history, biology, chemistry, legal jurisprudence, revolutionary transformation and communications, creative literature, music and the arts. Music. A hobby that became his solace. At the age of 16, he became an orphan when both his parents died within the same year. Being an intellectual that he was then granted a bursary by Bunga, the Eastern Cape Military Assembly of Chiefs, to further his studies at the Fort Hare University. He opted to study science, since at the time there were no medical tertiary schools that accepted black students in medicine.
One day he left. He left the land that embraced him with 2 hands, 2 feet, and 2 tongues. He left Nkantolo for the city of gold to be a teacher, a priest, perhaps a healer. It was there that he met Dr. Nelson Mandela, both of which were members of the Student Christian Association. His quest in the struggle for the liberation became defined. As a founding member of the ANC Youth League, he teamed up with like-minded youth, the likes of Ubaba Walter Sisulu, Dr. Nelson Mandela, Ubaba Akin Da, and others, to form a bold new spirit of militancy into the post-war ANC. In 1946, elected by the Transvaal Executive, he became directly responsible for organizing active guerrilla units along with his mates.
Mr. President, there's someone here to see you, sir.
Let him in.
Honorable.
Comrade President, I have the report documents that you asked for.
Thank you.
I hope so finds everything in order.
With cadres like you, nothing can ever go wrong.
We also can never thank you enough, Comrade President. With you as our leader, the prospects for the future are much promising for the better.
John mentioned it.
Thank you, sir.
Young man, tell me, besides burying your life into politics, what else do you do?
Well, me and the other comrades are working on building the meeting arts ensemble.
Ah, the arts.
Yes, Comrade President.
Tell me more.
Well, our aim is to use the arts to dig the roots of struggle in the liberation of French.
I see. You know, the arts, culture, and heritage are essential components to unite our people.
Precisely, Comrade President.
Comrade, I like the way that you think. You must put people on celluloids. People must see themselves.
Yes, Comrade President.
You are dismissed.
Who is this man? He is the son of Africa, the son of the human race, the one who led the people and the movement. Oh, rolling footsteps as workers on rubber wheels sliding on gravel or tar. The masses giving their sweat and lives. They died in those senseless wars, those First and Second World War. Look, men at war, women and children's lives emptied by bomb and mortar-raging rifles and machine guns, told to shoot in furious bands. Yet the civilized pretending never happened. No harm. The liberation of war could we not have talked right at the beginning amongst ourselves, as to bird, child, and mate in their trees, signifying their wild love in little huts, to bear the quality of their species in times to come, having taught those with soft beings the mystery of weaving nests. Oh, done as they were by the veldt fire. Look at the youth we bear. Done as they are by the veldt fire. Licked by flames in primary and high school, West in universities, students, and young men, young women on the march, academics, organic intellectuals, all in and out of the halls of knowledge, or less. Communities dead, thirsty like a lead and me, Jacob. They took such and such, all they searched, the drought parched and scorched, and cracked by the heat of the merciless sun.
This is your first warning. Stop the march and disperse or face the full might of the law.
What's up? A rural of township folks on footpath and street, footsteps as if of marching soldiers rumbling from morning to night, crossing the latter-day highways to be smashed by speeding cars, hooting, taxis screeching. All over, people are coming out of their dwellings as if they are coming out of an aborting womb, a convulsive womb as if it's spat out of a man and women in places far away from their factories.
This is your second warning. Stop the march and disperse or face the consequences of your actions.
Hey, others before you, and your peers, only two, all of them, with the patience of the hand, the movement from the color spectrum of their past, their present, and their future. Oh, like a heart of the living being deep in their being as the defiance, as the tough, pliable spirit that knows freedom sounds deep in their rib cage. Oh, we fear not the rigorous struggle. Listen to our footsteps and ending as we march.
This is your third and final warning.
The movement moves and we move it. Mabashe, let them burn. Oh, let them burn. And we will move right here to burn. And look, that trucks in trains, taxis and traffic, tombstones staring at us from and to know, to become a motive force to crush exploitation and oppression.
The revolution is coming! Holy Matambo! Holy Matambo, Teta no Bota! Holy Matambo! Holy Matambo, Teta no Bota!
The revolution is coming, and now it is evident. It's a collective flow in our veins, crimson in color, liquid as foam, which is you and I. Let us fight for freedom, for it to be forever the heartbeat of movement, calling, whispering, Otiba Batubotupe. You are the cradle which molded future fighters to walk highways. Man, you can ask Mama Adelaide Tambo.
Now, matters of the heart. The year was 1956 on the 22nd of December during a treason trial. And while Oliver Tambo was out on bail, he decided it was time to do away his bachelor ways and ring the wedding bells. At the time, Mama Adelaide Tambo was already involved in the South African politics, and she was a full-time nurse at the Baragwana Hospital. They both were aware that either of them could get arrested at any time, and the discussion around their political involvement was as important as planning a family. It was later agreed upon that one would do full-time political work, and the other would do part-time and take full charge of family matters.
Do you, Oliver Reginald Tambo, take thee, Adelaide Francis Chukuru, as your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Adelaide Francis Chukuru, take thee, Oliver Reginald Tambo, as your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Herewith, I abide thee, Oliver and Adelaide, in holy matrimony, as chosen by your will and confirmation, to love, cherish, and share a lifetime together as husband and wife. You may kiss your brother.
She was the love of his life, the rib of his ribs, the one who bore him 3 beautiful children.
Love. Love requires its tear. It requires its feeling. It requires to be made love to, if you know what I mean.
And it requires them to face this revolution straight on. Because their commitment was far more than just being together.
You know, sometimes they had to fight for it. They had to strengthen themselves to go full bore, and sometimes they had to go without most things for durations.
They had to go without touching for a long period of time. Their love was based on the combined learning and strength to fight for the people hand in hand together. Ungabuza uMasisulu.
Yes.
Okay.
Ask Masisulu, a young middle-aged mother at that time. She knew it all and she had seen it all. A freedom fighter, a stalwart. Exited at elderly age, both Mema Sisulu and Matambo. They epitomized the strength of women united in action against all odds. They, together with the female steward, of course, shaped by the movement, they shaped young women to speak of women like a mother who never shouts at her children, but commands in silence. The silence that speaks louder than temptations, but to shout in the language taught to mothers in the struggle. They feared not the rigorous struggle, no, barefooted or booted, even when life was the cost one had to pay. We watched them all. We watched them all. Me Ruth Mubati, me Agnes Msima, me Florence Mposho. We watched them all. The look in their eyes, seeking nothing but the truth, whose arms were raised in the air to say, when all is done, when all is said. Tata, dumela. How are you? How? What's the matter now?
A decision has been taken at the meeting.
Oh, okay. What decision? Oliver, what decision?
I have to leave the country.
What? Why?
After what's happened in Sharpeville, comrades have it certainty that my life is in danger.
Oh, come on, Oliver. Everybody's life is in danger. So what?
I know. But most importantly, I am sent to inform the world about the atrocities of the apartheid regime.
Oliver, Tata, don't you think this is the time when now the country needs you more, here at home?
I also have to take you with me.
Take me where?
It's considered that if I leave you behind, I'll partly have my heart in the struggle and partly be thinking about you back at home.
Oh, Oliver, tell me this is a joke, too?
This is not a joke. We have to.
I am not going.
We knew this was coming sooner or later. We spoke about it at length.
I said I am not going. But home, our lives are here. Our friends, our families, like everyone is here.
Adelaide, we want to be safe.
I'm not afraid. Okay. I know that we spoke about this, that I will take care of the family, and then you will take care of the politics and the liberation of our country.
Listen.
I am listening perfectly well. Olive, I knew what I was committing myself to when I said I do. I knew
Adelaide,
that.
you listen to me now. We don't have time for arguments. When I get home, I must find you packed and ready to leave.
Compatriots, are you easy, sir?
No, come in.
The infamous, difficult call, huh?
Tell me about it.
Is everything okay, comrade?
It will be. Is that?
Yes. Mission exile.
Run me through it.
So the aim is to gain the international support for the South African liberation movement.
I'm already corresponding with our comrades abroad.
Good. So you will live through Botswana land. At that point, you will meet an editor of the Liberal Journal, that is Kader Ronald Segal, who will then drive you across the border.
Yes.
Good. And comrade, you must cut all communications until you have safely entered into the country.
Understood.
For all that is worth, travel with God, comrade. And comrade, power to the people.
Amanda!
Original to come. The love of your people and the love of your country separated you from your family and from your friends. Remember how you and others just disappeared, leaving us with memories which knows no peace. Some of us, comrades, could not make it. Others fell and never stood up, and the minds of others could not overcome and were left in delirium. How did your generation teach us to persevere, comrade? Just to persevere. It's sad. Everyone and anyone who dared to know of our love for this nation, that we are witnesses and we have always been witnesses to be forever the change. We are cast in truths. And oh Allah, you taught us by the blood of this nation, and you said that we are the witnesses of our own activism. Because we are cast in truth that we must not forget that we saw it all and we have had it all as we fall, as we falter, as we keep our faith like a child that clings to its mother, knowing when to cry and when to suckle, and we will know who we are. Oh, look, there was Tuma, there was Sisulu, there was Kotana, there was Mandela, there was Ulembele. All of them knitted on a branch like a leaves that breathe, that inhales and exhales. Oh, Yamkhumbula Tuma, the elder of the youth who dared not to fear to learn. He knew what to do. If there was no movement, Utuma Nolutuli would know exactly what to say and what I have ever said. That we are part of this nation, do not be deceived. And we are the engineers of change, like constant change, as we nurture change.
Yes, let's nurture the change. Baptambo, we walked past the echoes, past the distance, the lie, the truth unseen and unheard of. Those who get there, who whisper, stating that history cannot be turned back. History, like nature, we live in, we live with. And oh Baptambo, forever patient for us to learn from it. We wish the young ones who only knew freedom can know that there have been that. Human lives scattered on tar or succumbing to brutality of them. That there have been smudges of blood on rocks, on trees, on ravines, on the same land that they walked on. That men and women, fathers and
and mothers, sons and daughters of this land, Baptambo, that brothers and sisters betrayed, gave their last blow in the hands of madmen, men whose blood, their minds and their hearts are filled with red or blue or purple or whatever the color of hatred is. Greed or avarice or covetous spirits. Baptambo, countrymen and women whose lives have been bloody hammered and anchored. Greed turned into smudges, but we say, we sang, and as we sang, we chanted. We chanted the tongue. We chanted, and we healed the wound. And as we sang and danced until we were quiet and silent, and then we lay to rest for a while, Baptambo, we came to know that a chorus, like a million footsteps, speaks in heaven.
As some fall, they are snatched from our view, pulled backwards, pushed downwards, torn away from us, the holding of hands, the marching of striking messes. They thump. We let go. We walk on. And we take the thump with us, our bloodstream.
We walk on past time, so still. We walk on past time, so stubborn with its stillness. We hold on. We see time move as you did, oh Baptambo. We carry the memory that some among us are a mere third, but shape history into the culture that gives us our movement. We walk on as we said we would, and as you did into the distance. What we do must be informed by what has been done and what is gone.
So many days, so many different days. But Solomon Kalushi, giving a grave moment of thought. Comrade Fisher, the chancellor, with the most beautiful smile and those starry blue eyes, looking into his soul, our soul, in a dance of daring joy, tight in a string of hope, saying, no one can stop the joy of freedom in the hearts of human beings. So many different days. But me, with that voice of his, that pleads to the spirit, choked by the music, singing to the gallows.
It was in exile, where Oliver Tambo led the Morogoro National Consultative Conference of the ANC in Tanzania, 1969. fund, the conference sought to address the growing malaise and malcontent, particularly among the files in the ranks of the ANC and the MK. This conference took place in a close and most difficult and challenging decade for all South Africa's liberation movements. 9 years earlier, the ANC was banned, the PAC was banned. Since then, thousands of activists have been incarcerated. Some were forced into exile. The state's brutal crackdown had rendered the movement largely ineffective inside South Africa, despite the heroic efforts to keep the flames of the resistance burning.
Comrades and compatriots, close ranks and intensify the struggle. This is the call for our people. This is the call for our youth, the army, to all Umkhonto weSizwe militants, to all our friends who love freedom in the world over. The call from this conference is close ranks and intensify the armed struggle. Amandla! Awethu! Mandla! Yabona! Isomile!
Oliver Tambo, Bambisana Sambo, Oliver Tambo, Bambisana Sambo, Bambisana Sambo, Oliver Tambo, Uzusiba.
Your stature sing it all. We sang your name, singing your name, singing your song. We sang from the depths where memories, love, desire, faith, and hope resides. What comes goes, and what goes comes. Strength is the only thing that we can give ourselves as the nation, because we refuse for our knees to bend and our footsteps to stagger and to fall.
As we sing your name, we also remember Phila Ntwana. Phila, some of us have never seen nor heard of you, but for some of us who knew you, how to be forgotten forget you, Peter? How do we find your eyes and how do we find your face? How do we find it? Your face? How do we find your face?
I am P. I am Caleb. I am incontrovertible. I am a woman. I am black. I died committed to the liberation of the people's movement, led by Kada Oliver Tambo. If you want to find my face, you need to find my song.
The song. The song. I need to find. Excuse me. Can you help me find the song? The song? I need the song. Can you help me? Can you help me find? Can you help me find the song? I need the song. Can you please help me find? Can you please help me find the song? Can you please help me find the song? Help me find it. Yes. I found the song. I found it. Wait, Peter. Wait. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. I found the song. Peter, if we were to follow you step by step, as you were captured alone, abducted by men who dug to no one's child, as your eyes met theirs, and their words reached your ears, what is it that you summoned from within you? As the smell of their deodorant reached your nostrils, and they took turns to interrogate you, oh child of the people of the struggle, which lingers and lingers forever. Pila, you, daughter of freedom. When the sun left you, the moon and the stars left you, deserted you in the arms of these men, caretaker of the most inhuman thoughts, with rot in their beings as they considered you deserving of all the pain, the brutality, because of their fears. They dubbed you a terrorist pillar, a terrorist, and they even denied you to wear a bed. How do we, South Africans and humanity, see you now when all you could do was to claim this land as your blood was sipped by the sun? Drips and drops as they walk on you. The paint you made out of a plastic bag, and you were held, you were bound and forced to kneel, and the hole was blasted at the base of your head to exit through your forehead or wherever, Peter. Oh, Peter, you have had it all. You've seen it all. The assault teared you apart like a piece of cloth, like prey held in the teeth and jaws of a pack of hyenas. And the whipping. of the struggle. The whipping scarred you. But stoic, you held on to the power, the spirit of freedom, and you put on our lips and tongues the spirit of no surrender. Here, Baptambo, your daughter lies in this shallow grave, waiting for freedom to claim her in death. Let our voices carry you, Pila. Magnify you under the sunlight of this land, because we recall, we do, Pila. We remember the truth that can never be erased. Oh, Lala, Pumla, sleep, but see us and hear us from here, Commander. Your voice, our voices, the voices of the elders, as you know, will be carried on the thin reins. Oh, Pila, 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 Pila. The next revolution is here. It is imminent.
The next revolution is indeed here. And now it is imminent. Listen, as it signals, as it has always been, signaling with their freedom that they knew each other by their names, that they scarred themselves, the scars that no one can ever erase. Freedom, it's a singer who sings from the depths of the spirit, singing as if they are singing for a very last time. Oh, Kaizana. Is it why you are also a song master? Because of the spirit in the song. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. It's
Comrades and compatriots, 48 hours ago, PW Border announced a state of emergency affecting the Eastern Cape, the Witwatersrand, and the Vaal Triangle. Already in these areas, many people have been arrested. Combined military and police units have moved to occupy certain townships, such as Guatemala, Soweto, etc. People have been murdered by these forces of occupation. The truth about the criminal misdeeds of these bands of marauders has been kept out of the public eye through tightened press, dictatorship, and censorship. Inevitably, the fascist measures of extreme repression that border has imposed will be extended to other areas of our country. Border has at last decided to impose martial law. He has granted full powers to his armed forces to govern certain areas of our country. This is an eventuality for which the border regime has prepared and about which we have repeatedly warned. This regime can no longer conceal its true face. What has become plain for all to see is the reality of military dictatorship and not the comforting but spurious image of a reformer that Botha has sought to cultivate and project. Make apartheid unworkable. Make South Africa ungovernable. Prepare the conditions for the seizure of power by the people. Manja! Manja! Shomile!
Comrades and friends, in 1989, I was struck down by a stroke on the eve of the adoption of the Harare Declaration. The Deputy President will give a report in a moment. However, I wish to pay a special tribute to all of you here and many more around the world who wished me recovery from ill health, which at times gave cause for concern. I must also thank His Excellency President Kaunda, who did everything possible to save my life, including paying all the expenses relating to my illness. My wife, Adelaide, and my family for giving me the love and support I could not survive without. Before I sit down, I wish to make a few observations. We did not tear ourselves apart because of lack of progress. At times, we are always ready to accept our mistakes and correct them. Above all, we succeeded to foster and defend the unity of the African National Congress and the unity of our people in general. Even in bleak moments, we were never in doubt regarding the winning of freedom. We were never in doubt regarding the triumph of our people. Finally, I would like to thank you all who have contributed to making my presidency a worthwhile experience for me personally. Amanda! Mata!
The sun sets, the moon rises, and the moon sets.
And nothing is forever. Oh, the sun has set. The sun has set. For you, a son of Africa, the one with the agility of a leopard, that you climbed to the highest moment to have a sight of all before you. You, the son of this continent, the freedom fighter, the one with the grace and the integrity and the hard sound and soft tunes of a song. How do we come I call us, this generation? Oh, we try to imagine you living in this present moment, comrade. So, Masaya, Hana, we know that you are here. We know. No. No. No, yeah. international congress that has the power to destroy itself. Do ancestors have memories? Huh? Now, but Timu bana le mehopolo.
And the other elders, before they left, they spoke to us. They said, to know where we come from, we must know who we are. And to know ourselves is to realize what we must know. That we must know. We must know about everything.
But God is God. Are you with us, like God when He was with our ancestors? Behold, look, this country is out of joint. Which chord or which string could we have fingered for us to play a harmony? To know. If you were here in this hour of history, what would you say and what would you do?
Like Moses, who led the Israelites, you led us, your people, into the promised land. But you never enjoyed the fruits of the tongue. Dear Oliver Tambo, at this hour of history, what would you do? And what would you say?